Hello and welcome to, I believe it is the 26th episode of Saturday Morning Writer's Block. I don't know if you've caught on, but I do this once a week, and it isn't always on Saturday, but I try to get at least one thing in every week. So, with that logic in mind, I've been doing this for roughly 26 weeks. Not really important, but I think it's pretty impressive for me to stick with something this long. Especially something that I don't know why I'm doing it. But, that's besides the point. Today, I feel kind of not great. I guess I ate something last night that, didn't agree with me. And now I'm having my morning coffee and thinking about all the things that I can do, because it just so happens we have a long weekend this week. An extra day, which, that's always cool. But, I've been going through a phase, again, where I'm looking at what other people do and being like, well, why am I not as good? So, today, I think it's the 26th episode. I'll find out in post and then fix it if I'm wrong. But, instead of going on about a character that is just a brainchild of mine, I'm going to talk about the concept of comparison and where I tend to fall short because of that, at least in my own eyes. So, that's probably not how you spell that, but if you are at all familiar with me, I am not known for good spelling. So, there you go. One of my many flaws, but whatever, who cares? This is my show. I can write stuff the way I want to, so. Moving on. The problem I'm facing with comparison is that I like what I do, I think what I do is cool, but then you look at something someone else has done and they're getting so much recognition for it. And in one's own eyes, I'm having a hard time keeping straight who is what and who I'm talking about and all that. So just roll with it. Yeah, for me, the problem is that when I do comparisons, it's with, high level YouTubers that, have a team and a dream to run off of. What is this thing on my pencil? That's weird. But there is something to be said about perspective. And it's very important when looking at other people's work to understand how much work actually goes into that. And it's not a knock against you if you haven't put forth as much effort. For me, what I'm doing is just a hobby, which is totally fine. Because on top of, holding down a full-time job and trying to keep life in order and, all that stuff, I am... Honestly, this is just to fill my time, more or less, the extra time I have left over is I don't do well doing nothing. Even though if you saw me on a day-to-day basis, you would probably think I don't do much with my time as is. Like, I recently bought seasons 1 through 4 of the old MacGyver series, so I'll watch an episode now and then, and the theme song is just clean. I hate to use that term, but it is. It's really good. He's got all the party in his hair. Smiley face. Mac. That's my quick draw MacGyver. There you go. We drew a character. And I've let my coffee get cold. That's fine. But maybe it's not bad that this is a tangent video. Maybe I should just follow this train, and by the time I get to the end of it, maybe I will have found a perspective to look at things in a better way, and realize where I am at the moment is not where other people are. Because, like I said, there's a lot of people that have teams dedicated to one thing, and on top of that, what they do... I'll be honest. I have... For clarification, the people I have been... Well, the person that I have been watching lately is VivziePop. I have a admiration for her, for what she's accomplished, even if the subject matter is not quite to my taste, but I can't not appreciate, what she does. And watching her drawing videos it makes my head spin. Like, I have no idea. Like, shading? I thought I was pretty good at shading, but I only know one type of shading, and it's not specifically digital. It's like graphite. So that is me comparing right there. And it gets me feeling down, because I would love if what I can do was similar, but it's not. So the most I can do is just share my ideas online and hope someone finds them interesting. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been doing this YouTube thing for 9 or 10 months now, which, in all honesty, is not a lot of time. So I should not be expecting things to blow up. So yeah, that's fine. It's okay. This is a hobby. This is not my livelihood. And that's kind of the whole point of it. As far as previously stated people, that is their livelihood, to my knowledge. So they're gonna put a lot of effort into it. For me, the hobby, it's a hobby, and I'll do it when I have time. And lately, I wish I was funnier, and because my gameplay stuff, I feel good about how that's been turning out, but I know it's amateurish. I would love to, and I've been trying to find people that are interested in, like, how do you put it? Like, joining me in some of these videos to make them more enjoyable. Because I think if I had someone to bounce off of, I would be pretty good. But when it's just me, like this video where it's just a mess of ideas and perspectives and comparisons. I can't imagine many people are gonna make it through this video. And I'm just doing it to keep up with the schedule at this point so that I have structure, I think. But yeah, that's where I am, and that is where I think I know a lot of people struggle with comparison. It is a rabbit hole where you see something that's great and you discover, well, the thing is, when you, and I think I'm talking in circles now, because the amount of work that goes into something amazing is mind-boggling. I don't know what I'm doing here. This, I guess that was supposed to be feral, but it looks more like another attempt at a MacGyver. I know it's a blanket statement, but it's... if you can't be happy with yourself, then life is very dreary. And I don't know, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life or be like, oh, this is the best way, my top 10 ways to not be a Debbie Downer. No, that's not what this is. I am just saying, comparison is something everyone struggles with at some point. And at some point or another, the best way I have found to combat that is to find some contentment in your own abilities, your own accomplishments, and your own life in general. It is not easy, especially when your free time, if you do what I do, I watch YouTube in my free time, and it's just, it's all comparison ever since I started doing YouTube, so I don't think I can get away from it necessarily, but I can soften the blow. This thumbnail is not gonna look great, and I don't think anyone's gonna click on it, but I don't know, if you... Never mind. This has been... it is October 8th, 2022. And, yeah. I'm sure you've heard it before, happiness is up to you. And that is a statement that I can get very upset about, but I can also understand. Because it's like, if someone just looks at you and says, just be happy, just look back at them and say, piss off. But that's where you take that statement, you look at your life, you find the good in your life, and it might not all be good. It's always a gray area. You're never going to be 100% on something. At least I'm not. So, just find contentment. In your life. That is what I try to do every day. And for the most part, I would say it works out really well. Anyway, that has been this Saturday morning writer's block. I hope I didn't bore you too much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I don't know. Is it presumptuous? Not presumptuous. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I hope you all have a good rest of this weekend. And, I hope that the following week turns out to be enjoyable to an extent. We all have our daily struggles, but just find something good if you can. And I will talk to you all later. I don't know how to end stuff, so I'm just gonna stop the video.